Hello again, and welcome to part 4 of my Let's Play of Endless Legend, using a custom faction based on the Wild Walkers. Just making sure that worked correctly, so it's now turn 60. I'm still building many things. Most importantly, I'm working on the Borough Streets for the class quest. Sorry, faction quest. And just having a bit of a random look at what else is going on. So what I'm actually going to do here is split my rangers into a new army, which can sit over there, and just send one unit of horns off for a bit of a wander. I'll just embark those. Why can they not go into the city? Why do you not let them into the city? There's room. Not enough movement points. Fair enough. Shan't argue with that. A single unit of horns are not exactly what you would call a stellar fighting force, but they will probably do for the moment. I also need to begin creating some defense forces for my outlying settlements. I'm always torn between leaving people on population just to grow the cities as large as possible, or putting them on production to get some extra things built fast, or putting them on gold. I mean, truthfully, I kind of do need the gold because I really need to start buying new heroes, and it's always a difficult decision. Arguably, we don't need the Borough Streets to be built that quickly. They're helpful for the faction quest, but the quest takes so long to do anyway. Let's just see. Well, that's not actually making any difference to how quickly my population grows. I wonder if it's still growing in 2. Some more cash. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Zoom in. I'm concerned that these horns are just going to get their asses handed to them as soon as they try to do anything or go anywhere. Come on, move. Move more swiftly. Run away. Yeah, this is a serious problem. What happens when you don't pacify villages fast enough? Cultists have actually started taking over these minor factions, which is unfortunate. On the bright side, hopefully it means I won't be spawning any more random armies. Of course, it also means that an army there lost a ranger, so I'm actually going to need to queue one up, just for the sake of having a full garrison of 6 in there. Yeah, it's the problem of not pacifying villages. Oh, we do actually have our upgrades, so I may as well begin looking at possibilities here. These generally give a bit more health and defense, which is more useful for a frontline unit, whereas these generally give more initiative. So I shall apply, and the ranger might as well just go full tier 2 glass steel. Really? Not that I really want him to be doing much in the way of fighting, but should he get into a bit of a scrap, we'll take the initiative boost actually. So I don't remember the last game I actually played with cultists, so I'm not sure if they continue to spawn. It doesn't help that the pop-ups just instantly prevent you from being able... Ah, there are the cultists. From clicking and moving the units about. I'd hope there's some way to overcome that, but if there is, I have yet to find it. Things are being built. I'm clicking next turn many times. See how many annoying as fuck pop-ups come up. I don't see any of the minor faction units kicking around here. Oh, that's a lot of villages. Oh yes, the cultists have an interesting mechanic. They only get one city, but they can pacify and take over, effectively, all minor faction units that another faction hasn't already either parlayed or destroyed and rebuilt or bribed. It's always an option. These things have been built. Let's continue exploring. I did turn the sound down a little bit as it was rather difficult to make out my voice. Sadly, I am generally a fairly soft-spoken person. Let's just have a look around there, shall we? Oh, enemy army. Yes, again, I really don't want to get into a punch up with them either. I just kind of need to run like fuck if it will allow me. Right, there we go, double time away, because as you can see, would have happily given me a kicking. There is the other faction I have yet to meet, kicking around somewhere. I believe, yes, that's finished that bar street, so let's queue up another one there, and then once that's done, the final one will go there, and we'll be ready to march on to the next part of the class quest. I can just continue building shit, although realistically I should actually cancel all of those off and attempt to do those. Likewise with that, cancel off the old version and tell it to build the new version. I mean, that's pretty much done anyway. I'll retrofit all of those. It's a huge waste of cash I should be saving for my hero, but never mind. This village has been destroyed. Interesting. So, research. Always tricky because I kind of want everything. But realistically, I absolutely need approval. I absolutely desire Imperial Highways. And so, all science. Science is always awesome. I want that because I'll probably be buying a whole bunch of shit off of that later. Let's see, that allows access to those. Yeah. See, I need to get into tier 4 just to harvest the resources required for the faction quest. Which is a long way off. Again, I'm always torn between just growing my cities as large as possible, spanning out more population, more borough streets and so on. It's the roving clans. That, again, you're just not allowed to do a goddamn motherfucking thing about just move. Just keep moving. So a single unit of horns is a terrible scouting force realistically. They just get crushed by everything. But ho hum. It's not as if I'm intending on keeping the horns anyway, to be honest. The big fuck off trees, Janai walkers, are a substantially better melee unit, in my opinion. You never know, I could be wrong. It is. It's not likely, but it's possible. See, they've gone to unhappy again, so what I shall need to do is just try to get these borough streets built. It doesn't make any goddamn difference, does it? Eesh. I want to try and get these borough streets built as quickly as possible, purely because every district gives you 10 fewer happiness. But once you built the entire lot, these three in the middle here will be giving plus 15 happiness, so it'll all balance out in the end. It's arguably better off not to bother building any districts at all until you've got the central market up and running. But that's the way the crumble cookies, as it were. They definitely want the Apprentice Registry because it just gives an extra +1 industry on everything. Obviously that works much better when you have larger cities with many borough districts, but ghosties not having a good time of it, not at all. Well, I can at least see the land of the roving clans. Let's hope I don't run into another one of their roving armies. See, they have expanded quite successfully from what I can see. Still, there's plenty of space I could potentially expand into, but again, I'm having issues with happiness as it is, and the more expansions you have, the more unhappy your people get. Winter has come. Thanks for that. As you can see, my cities are now suffering from -25 food as part of the malus of winter, which could well mean they start starving, or at the very least they're going to take longer to grow. Yeah, this is not good, but then that's winter for you. Again, tasty coffee is a requirement. Can't play the game without it. I've now researched the market, so it's just queue up. Apprentice Registry, because no matter how much I would love to get that, you may also queue up the market. I really want to get my defence force up and running, but it's hard to justify getting a defence force when you're still so far away from getting anything else sorted. This has nothing at all going on there. I'm not really going to grow my cities in winter. winter anyway, so I might as well just try to get shit built. It's not too far off of growth. That is abysmal. That's the way it goes. That's very troubling. Very troubling having those up there. Let's just zoom back in so you can see the graphics. There's so much space that the AI could have expanded into instead of expanding down onto me. It's not quite as bad as, say, Rome or what's the really annoying Kamehameha in Civ, where they will just flat out ignore all the land near them purely to travel halfway across the map just to forward settle on you. That's just such arsey behaviour. And yet, they do it constantly. Expanding into me when they've got all this land around them is so incredibly irritating. Yeah, it's leveled. Just again heading up towards the immunity to the winter effects. There'll still be many winters before we are done here. Summer has returned. See, he took that which has fuck all resources instead of this which has titanium and no doubt other things. AI, don't you just love them? Summer has returned. Central Market nearly done, and our final borough streets will then be the thing. Some cash going now. Yeah, I'd like to grow the cities, but I'd also like more cash, just so I can crack on with getting a hero for a city. I mean, I'll be getting a free hero once I progress through the faction quests. I'd like to get a cultist city, cultist hero, just to really hammer home the science focus on Soth down there. It's got a lot of science as it is. In fact, I'm thinking this would also be a really nice region to settle, because production is pretty much fuck all, but there's a lot of science there. I'm sure this is massively entertaining for everyone, just watching me shuffle a single unit of ghosts around while clicking next turn. Oh. That's bad. Run away. Oh, it's a settler. Oh, the Roman clans are in there. Seeing again, they're expanding purely towards me. Gotta love an AI. Completely ignore each other. Why bother tackling each other when you can just attack the human? This is why it is fairly important that I keep my army up to date and build them up to a reasonable size. I'm also going to require a right sort of way. I'd love to get these faster, but I really need to build up a defensive force instead. I mean, 87 fucking turns is ridiculous. But since I can get a hero now, it means I can pull some of my people off of the production. Let's see, we've got mages, walkers, lords, altars, clans, mages. No cultist hero. So I'm probably going to be looking at a mage hero. You can inspect the unit and see what does it give. See, science, attack, science. I'm thinking realistically just cranking out those science. I mean, everything else is fairly irrelevant to most of my purposes. It's tempted to go up to that left hand side to get to the winter, but given how late in the game you get them, it's unlikely you're realistically going to be able to max those out. I do have some decent combat bonuses. See, the other option is the Volters, which again, a lot more on the fightiness. Not quite as good scientifically though, so yeah. Going to be the Argent Mage. I shall buy, I shall then equip. Let's have a look. Weaponry. That'll do. Yeah, why not? Okay, trinkets. Because why would you not want trinkets? Also that one there, I forgot to upgrade his tier 1 trinkets into the tier 2 equivalents. Because I'm stupid and foolish and forget what I'm doing all the goddamn time. So here I shall assign my new hero. I don't have a huge number of anomalies, but there are 2 to get me to that quest, and if I were to expand it down, you actually pick up a 3rd there. Or a 3rd there, that would be arguably less extras. What do you get there? That would be more production though. Actually, no, that's not realistically worth looking at. That's definitely not worth looking at. That would just be losing so many things to expand in that direction. You'd have to expand down or expand into doubles. It's tricky. These decisions are never particularly easy. Let's see where the hell my ghosts are. Oh yes, there. Might as well just meander across there a little. Sadly there are other armies units kicking around. You can see an army there, and there, and there armies. Yep, they're chasing me, as they often are. Unfortunately I'm not able to nip through realistically. What I might have to do is go around in this direction. Oh, I'll get their asses handed to them by those instead. Still, let's have a look at what we have got here. Since I'm building my army, I think that seems most sensible. Keep up my science, keep up my gold, and make it easier to build my units, since I do need to build this army. Seems perfectly adequate. These guys really need to run like fuck. Hope I don't get too many pop-ups. That'll be fine. Maybe we'll search that one. Yeah, nothing of interest. Roving clans have definitely, bloody hell, definitely done a lot of exploration here. A lot of expansion. You can actually have a look on here to see whereabouts you are in relation to the AI on all the various. As you can see, I'm so below in damn near every goddamn thing. Just because AI, they get ridiculous bonuses. I'm not actually going to go through them, but the military is the most worrying one, obviously. And it shows you how far you are to the various different, as you see, there are a lot of different potential wind conditions here. It shows how far you're going, and overall empire approval, treasury, influence points. There's an awful lot of things and stuff. A lot of numbers to look at if you can be bothered. Getting there. Slowly chewing through some of these. I no longer need the masses of gold because I've already got the hero that I was so keen on having the gold for. Now the gold's really just for upkeep and possibly for later purchases. Can I take everyone off of gold possibly? No, not realistically. That's 8. I'll have some more to build there, yeah, that'll be fine. Many armies. So, of course, chasing my lone unit of hordes. These guys can go. See, they're currently content. They will actually go all the way back up to happy. Eventually, once these things are done, what I might actually end up doing is splitting off some of these to go into those and then building up a new army there, or splitting them off just to have a roving reinforcement band just to support my outnumbered and poorly defended cities in the event of an all-out assault. You see, there is ocean here. You can actually get technology to go into the ocean and explore that way. But it's really a priority for me. Come on, run away faster. Run away faster. There we go. Continue running away. Continue running away. Damn, those guys have got some movement speed. Definitely determined to chase me down. As you can see, they have actually got their ability to go through the sea. Pretty cool. These horns are basically dead. There's no ifs, buts or maybes here. It's just a case of how much of the map they can explore before they get crushed. Good God, yeah, I've got armies everywhere. Search more ancient ruins. Shall we doing so soon? I'm just going to leave them alone to auto explore. I can't be bothered following them. I mean, I've uncovered parts of the map that I could possibly expand into, so see now the important ruins that need to be searched. Oh. Down there in Misan. Okay, so we will just throw out a reasonably sized force and tell them to head on over there. Interesting. Someone has leveled it, so we shall start using extra science bonuses. Oh, that's that, just whatever. Yes, now we get onto that. My horn's getting shot at quite a lot. There are altogether far too many pop-ups here. And he is in Misan, so that army now needs to go and search those rooms again, hopefully illuminated by rays of golden dust. Yes, my horns are still being chased by the cultists. They don't really care, they are officially sacrificed by this point. So I now have a new free hero. We're going to Ornis once he gets equipped. Again, same equipment all my heroes get really, is not a grand deal of variance in my choices. And I'll assign, but he does actually start off with a couple of skill points. Just need to get him to level 2 of natural resources there, and then he will be officially done. Now I'm going to have them just kind of chilling as a roaming army, I think, and have those build up another army, and I'd also rather like another settler. I mean, my armies are somewhat massively outnumbered here. It takes so long to actually get this stuff built. Throw more into production, more into production. Even at minus 16 gold now, that's clearly not good. Just throw a couple into gold just to put us back into the positive. Needs to grow, but also needs to build. So I'm gonna have to throw one of them down. I can't keep putting buildings as priorities ahead of my army. Just much as I want all these buildings, I really need to build up a reasonable defence force. And you can just hang around reasonably centrally. I also need to build a set level 2, throw out some more cities. However, that's gonna have to wait until the next age. So they can actually just be told to chill the fuck out. In the crossroads here. And speaking of the next age, those haunts have finally been killed, and those haunts are trespassing in my territory. That's a bit bold of them. Well, they can fucking die, can't they? Rather irritating. They don't generally do that. Small dudes. Some glass silk and some adamantium and palladium. So, research. We absolutely must have those. I really want the diplomats mans soon because I like to have peaceful relations just so I can explore map visions. It doesn't really assist you as far as avoiding war goes. Yeah, I will still constantly attack you, even if you're at peace there. Quite happy to stab you in the back at a moment's notice. Because AI is a bastard. The long and short of it. That's why I'm being somewhat paranoid in building up armies that I probably am never actually going to use. But simply having the army there dissuades the AI. Serves its purpose. Also going to want bread and circuses for my next set of expansions. Again, I know it's hardly thrilling gameplay, but tough. Building armies. Need more dudes. Need many more dudes. I'm also going to have to interrupt my army building to extract some palladium and adamantium. Again, just for the next tier upgrades, just to keep the army in tip-top shape. As the turns go on, the computing takes ever longer. New empire plan. 7, so we can now ignore the effects of winter. Now I can go back to focusing on the industry bonuses and the building reduction. Again, I'm heading for a wonder victory here. Hopefully, assuming I don't get destroyed. Which requires a ridiculous amount of building. Also requires smelting stations. Also requires access to these because I need mithrite and hyperium. In fact, there's enough mithrite and hyperium on the market. I could actually buy everything for the faction quest. However, that requires a lot of cash. You know what I mean? A serious metric fuck ton of cash. So I can't get while I'm building other shit. I've just got too much stuff that needs building. There's adamantium. What other resources? That one there has double palladium. That has an adamantium. At this point I think it's arguably worth throwing more dudes into the gold. Purely for the sake of being able to buy out some of these. I mean, they cost a fortune to buy out. It's arguably going to be worth it. I truly do hate having to mess around with that. Oh, that reminds me actually, that is also going to be something I can get. So let's, yeah, we definitely want the extractors, and the peace, and the bread and circuses. Yeah, we like a lot of things here. See, city's now fervent. So I like to see some nice bonuses to production and food. and because my empire is fervent, it's also given bonuses to science and dust production. Trade routes are fairly irrelevant at this point. I'm just going to get to turn 100 and the next plan before ending this part. As you can see, I'm deep into the just clicking next turn and waiting for shit to happen portion of the game. It's not as entertaining as doing a military style game, because then pretty battles. But what can I say? I just can't be asked. This is easier. And I'm exceptionally lazy. So I'll sip of my tasty coffee. One more turn, I think. Should just about do us. I'm getting a fairly decent amount of influence, especially since every time I build a building, it does give me a bonus of 5 influence due to my faction ability. But I'm not building too many buildings. Right, so again, I'm probably going to stay as they are. Though if I can just get my buildings built a little bit faster. You can also get the buyout reduction, which is helpful. However, I just want everything built as swiftly as humanly possible. So I shall end it there. Thanks again for watching.